Oh my god. Thank you, phone. Okay. Let me readjust my headphones. I was not. I started at 8. I'm sorry if it's delayed. Um okay. So, everyone, I got a bit of stuff that I want to talk about before we get into the game. So, oh my god, I am floating. Okay. So, I want to explain some stuff that I did late last night for you all so that we could kind of be seamlessly back to where we are now. So, last night I started playing Vampyr on my personal file that I was just playing for the shits and giggles of it. But I found out something. So I did some research. The answer was not as clear as I was hoping it was going to be. But basically, um, I found out that if we kept going the route that we were going to be locked out of the good ending of the game. So I decided in my time that I would take probably it took like 2.5 hours after stream was done to basically get back to where we were on that file. And I managed to save Sean and everything is good now. But it was crazy. So I'm hoping that I won't have anything else that's super crazy to do for a while. But now we are going to spend probably like the first hour running around completing a lot of those side objectives because I heard that those will also give us really good experience if we actually do them. And there's a lot in the docks, like a lot of quests in the docks to do. So we're going to do that, and we're going to try and just see where things go. And yeah, so let me switch us back over and we're going to get back into the game. By the way, am I coming through all right? I had to mess around with some settings because fucking OBS updated on me and it like screwed up everything, so I had to rejigger everything. It was annoying. Oh, so damn it. I forgot to do that. There we go. Sorry. How long did it take you to beat Mary? I actually beat her on the first try, but it's because I had the different alt that I have. So, yeah. So also I wanted to explain this. So I noticed in Whitechapel, on my personal playthrough, I mean on the one we were doing last night, I didn't have this guy, Mason Swanborough, as well as this guy, Cottigan Bates. I didn't have him either, and these two were so obscure and hard to find. I actually had to look at a guide to where to find them. And Cadigan is like in this fuck off corner of Whitechapel, and the same with Mason. He's like in a area of Whitechapel that you would never expect. So I worked on everything. The only thing is that I wasn't able to do was give Cadigan this because I'm still on the night that I found him. Hi, Brandon. I'm still on the night that I found Cadigan, so he hasn't gone back to Whitechapel, so I can't cure him yet. But that just means I don't have to worry about him till I sleep again. I managed to cure everyone at Pembroke. That swath of fatigue came back, so I gave everyone that. So yeah, we pretty much are back to where we are, but as you can see, we don't have any of our investigations done. So we are going to go back and we are going to do everything. Now, I did everything in Whitechapel, so we don't have to go back there. But we gotta do the stuff at Pembroke, and then we gotta do the stuff that is in the docks. So, let me see. So since we're at the docks, I actually think we're going to do that first. And then when we head back up to Pembroke, then we will worry about that. So, let's see. We got to go that way. So how's everyone doing today? It's been a pretty quiet day for me. I was mainly talking with my friend Blake. We were bullshitting some stuff. He had some like questions and things.
Problems elsewhere.
He had like some questions for me and all that stuff. Also, wow, this game's really loud. Sorry, give me a second. Oh my god. Ichabod just blew out my fucking right eardrum. Whoops, didn't mean to light the rat. By the way, I'll say this. If anyone wants to do some research for me, I didn't do it last night because I was working so hard. So I did get the good barbed grudgel up, but I can't find that club that I was using that helped me beat Mary. So while this is level 3 and this is higher than what it was before I switched it, I can't find that other mace. If someone wants to try to find the two-handed like weapon I was using, it looked like a mace, but it had like the rounded metal bits on it. Please tell me how to get it, because I can't find that anywhere. Oh, we gotta go across the like... What the fuck do you want? God, we gotta go back across the bridge. Oh. Oh, hi! Fuck you. You scared the shit out of me. I'm not even gonna lie. I downplayed that so hard for you all, but that scared me. I was telling my friend Blake today, it's like, I believe it's the one found in the chest located in the basement of the old morgue. Okay, then what we'll do is, when we go back to Pembroke, I'll make sure to pick it up there, and then I made sure, I think, to buy a lot of common handle parts, so we can actually get that one up. I just prefer that one's slam move over the parry. So... thanks, Christian. I'll definitely try to get that when we go back. Well, yeah, I was asking my friend Blake. I was like, hey, if you had to pick between vampires or werewolves, which would you do? And he said pick werewolves, and I said werewolves as well.
It's a leech. Kill it.
Also, I did buy DLC for this game. It gives Jonathan a different outfit, but I have to get it at Pembroke, I believe. So, we won't see it till we head back there. Jonathan's stats also might look a little different. Oh. He also has a new grab move that will give me some health back when I do it, which is really cool. So Jonathan is like, in a way, a bit more powerful than the other one, but I think when we stopped last episode, we were chapter 19. We were level 19, so I think this works pretty well still. I don't think I made us too overpowered. We're back at the beginning of the game.
This place. Rain may have washed away the blood, but not the memory. My poor Mary.
Hello, boys. About your last message concerning your mission to loot corpses in Southwark. I'll only say it once. Deal with it and be glad I don't report your protest to Edwina. She might go there herself to cut your... Okay. That's for Digby Booth. Report the death of the grave diggers or hide the truth. Is there anything else we have to do on this side of the map? Burn all the posters. No, okay, so that's over there. Just making sure we don't have to come back to Southwark. Oh yeah, okay.
Best turn around if I were you.
Retrieve some gin bottles.
It ain't human! Kill it! Watch out for them teeth! Oh, Christ!
Nice. Oop, I'll take whatever you have. You got grease. Whoa, okay. Locate the site where the bombing took place. Oh, hi. What's up, guys? You guys honestly scared the shit out of me a little bit. I'm a little jumpy tonight, I won't lie. I had a kind of... There's been a lot of, like, creepy noises at night in my area right now. And it's just, like, it's not helping. It's not helping the spooky month vibe. I mean, it is helping the spooky month vibes, but it's not helping my heart.
Stupid newborn!
You're a very powerful vampire. Ooh. We got a lunge. Christian, wasn't today you driving back from your house? That's dope.
Watch yourselves! There's one of them! No! Oh God, no! Filthy piece of
Oh! Snipey piece of shit. Jonathan has a much harder bite, by the way. I gave him that because I was finding that like when we were biting people in our other file, it turned out to be like a really, really good thing. So I invested a bit more into it.
I cannot enter.
Okay. Peculiar. Okay, let's look at the map. Because I feel like... I'm looking at the map here, and it looks like over in this area, even though it wants to, like... See, like, over here? It looks like over here is the bombing area. I just need to get to it.
This is my watch. Damn grave robbers.
This is my watch. Angry about it. Nope, so this is just a mass burial site. Oh, this is gonna be fun, guys. A bombing site has gotta be pretty obvious. So, ow, right here, that hurts. Okay.
It's mine. I'll take it.
Yeah, we just gotta find it. That's gonna be the bitch.
Yes. The place has changed since the explosion, but it was definitely here. I should find some way to pay my respects.
Find some flowers that pay respects for the victims.
May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
Okay, I was just overcomplicating things as I normally do. Okay. Any other stuff that needs to be done over here? Nope, that's over there. And that's the guy that we find in the sewers over here. So yes, let's head back to... Let's head back across the bridge. This way? Either way will take me there, Jake. Just pick one way. Okay.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Everything's locked in this hoe. Wow, that's gorgeous actually. Just all the lights. I forget, I think this game's the early 1900s, like 1912? So, yeah, electricity, that's not that crazy to think about and all that stuff. Just like if it's later than the fucking 80s for some reason, my brain's just like, oh my god, there shouldn't be power. Would you ever want to go to Europe or England? Totally. I think that there are specific places, like if I'd go to England, like let's just say that here. If I go to England, I wouldn't want to go to some place like London. I wouldn't want to go to a big city. I think it'd be overwhelming and fucking crazy. So
Hypocrites, all of them.
I think I'd want to try to go to like maybe the countryside or a smaller town in England. If it's Europe, though, I would like to go to,
You again.
maybe Germany.
I know you believe monsters are real, Booth.
They are. I know, I saw one, but no one believes me.
Are your friends mocking you?
Even if Wiener told me once to never speak about it, but I know what
Tell me what you saw.
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First, I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and vanished in the shadows.
You could have imagined all that. These docks can be so gloomy at night. With the fog and the wind and the boats creaking.
No, Doctor. That night I saw the fucking sewer dog for real. It's not a beast like the stories say. It's the ghost of an old woman. Bullets can't stop it. But no one believes me.
I saw a YouTube video of a dude and his wife boating across Scotland in this longhouse boat thing, and it looked so relaxing and peaceful. Yeah, a lot of like boathouse
Are you
stuff.
Good evening.
Hello again.
I managed to reach.
Spare me the detail.
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The Wet Boot boys thank you for your help.
Goodbye.
Okay. Next one is talking to Dyson.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What?
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson.
Ooh, we're getting into
Tell
some
me
tea
about
here
it.
with Dyson.
No, I don't want to remember it.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
Oh, excuse me. Man, Mexican Coke's kind of spicy.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. By killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
Mexican Coke doesn't use high fructose corn syrup. It uses like actual cane sugar. Yeah, water, cane sugar, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavor, and caffeine. It doesn't use high fructose corn syrup, and it does taste a little different.
That bomb also killed you that day, don't you see? You just die a slower death, drink by drink.
I know. Maybe I deserve judgment. Until that day, I'll just be Dyson the drunk, not Dyson the murderer.
Good.
So we got that done. Retrieve the necklace lost by Seymour Fishburne. Retrieve the necklace lost by him. It's in like this whole area though. Could be. No, because that's to the bridge. Not there. There's no point in going there. That's out of the search area.
To every night in the darkness.
After we stream today, I'm working on a picture that's going to be really cute, and it's going to be some character practice. I'm actually going to be trying to draw some characters that I've never drawn before. More based off less of the actual movie, more based off the artistic style of an artist that I really, really, really love. And I think it would aid me more in my style than to do like the actual movie. So that'll be fun. God, where could this?
The wet boot boys. Lost boys will be more fitting now.
Let me see, hold on. Seymour Fishburne seems quite an irritable man, not exactly the friendly type. He confused me. He confessed to me he lost the necklace he wanted to offer his mother. If I can help the man calm down, maybe I should find his lost gift. Anybody want to try to help me in chat to see if we can try to find this fucking necklace? Shillings. Oh my goodness. I just noticed that. I'm a professional, I swear.
Am I really cursed? It explains so much.
Eh.
Maggots and liars.
God, why does everyone like using maggots as a word? I keep mishearing that. Maybe it's... Is it down there? No, because I checked here. Turn towards the beach from the mom's house. Turn on vampire sight and you'll see blood trails leading to a small cave.
This is a slaughterhouse.
From Seymour to beloved mother Stella.
From Seymour to my beloved mother Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard.
No, I got it, thank you. God, that was, I mean, I probably would have found it in the end, but frick. Seymour! You got some splaining to do, son.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
Have you no remorse? You don't even deny your crimes.
I have many weaknesses, Dr. Reed, but lying about who I am ain't one of them.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders. Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
Could be right, Dr. Reed. Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a gentleman like you. You being educated and all.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum. I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
That right? Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
Sounds like a sociopath.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I understand your mother's situation. Obtaining justice at the price of betraying her own flesh. It's quite a dilemma.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose. But she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round my neck.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Wow. That is quite the revelation. But now we have some stuff from Stella I'm interested in.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I...
Of course.
By the way, if you guys are wondering, yes, Reed's eyes are very much red. I'll explain that later. Don't worry about it.
What can I do for you, Dr. Reed?
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
Ew.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
He's high.
No.
Fat doobie.
I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child. And he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
Science has only just begun to investigate the mysteries of the human mind. Currently, we have more assumptions than fact.
There ain't no hope, then.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
I'm convinced you raised Seymour the best you could. You're not responsible for what he became.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
So just tragedy for them.
Goodbye.
Okay, well, not the most satisfying ending to a side quest, but the docks is just kind of fucked up. Okay, now we gotta go get Tom's gin for his bar. Drink them both. Nothing of value will be lost. Really? It's just in here?
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Bring the bottles of gin back to Tom, lie to Tom, and keep bottles of gin. There's no point. Like, unless you're that freaking bad at money management in this game, you don't need to keep them.
Welcome back, Doc.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers,
and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Goodbye.
Okay, so we got that done.
I hope I live long enough to
Sell
see
Paxton Thieves. Okay. By the way, I won't lie, because I do recognize that since we are doing this, tonight's stream might go a little bit longer than usual, but I don't think anyone's gonna really complain too much. I do just really want to get back to where we were, because we do have to go through all of Lady Ashbury's stuff again. I probably will skip through what I can skip through, I'll be completely honest. So if you want to see it super in-depth, just go watch the end of the last stream. So why are his... Okay. So, Jonathan's eyes will stay white through the entire game if you do not use any of your vampiric powers. You don't charm people, you don't do anything to use like vampire abilities, but the moment Jonathan uses any of his abilities, he will gain the red eyes. And I think they'll even go like black and red. If like you do like a pure evil run. But the red eyes don't do anything other than just say, hey, you used your vampire powers. So, that's just kind of what it is. It's nothing terrible for us in terms of like getting the good like ending or whatever. It's just, yeah, we use vampire on Sean to you know, get him to drink our blood so that he would be sated and not eat people.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
Oh, sneaky little... I guess, since we're over here, we might as well get the dude that's in the sewers.
Giselle's stolen money. Everyone has some unethical ways of financing their war.
Oh, he grabbed me. I do like how the enemy. Wait, let's see. I do like how the enemies attack other factions, or whatever, like werewolves versus those hunter guys. Yeah, I do like that. There are factions in this game, and especially as we get probably into like the further chapters, I think it even escalates more. And you'll see like the Ekon vampires, the guys with the swords fighting skulls. You'll see like everything. Hold on, I also want to check something because there's something in the back of my mind's bugging me. No, my model's perfectly fine. Just, I guess I had it off. Okay. Sorry. Again, I usually never upgrade OBS because every single time you have to upgrade OBS, it completely messes with your layout for whatever reason, and I hate it. So, I had to fix that. So if anything seems off, if any of the audio seems off, I do apologize. Okay, we just gotta get back to the end of the sewers where the one dude is. And then we'll probably just come out where Sean is. And then after we come out where Sean is, we won't really have to worry about the one dude because he won't, he won't, go back to the docks till the following night. So, don't have to worry about that. Also, I did decide on the next game that I want to play alongside Stardew Valley for you all. And that's going to be a Plague's Tale Innocence. I really, really like the Plague's Tale series, and I really want to play it for you all. So, I'm going to be playing the first game, probably in December. Stardew's going to take up most of the stuff, and then, when Christian and chat, once we start, when we start doing streaming together, I know we want to do Chain together. So I know that's going to be a big thing that we're going to do. And then that honestly could be like a couple of streams because I have no clue how long it takes to be chained together. Because there's like, you go up and up and up, and your progress can get fucked if you fall. So. But yeah, I know A Plague's Tale Innocence is going to be the first game that I want to do, and then we'll probably just honestly follow up A Plague's Tale Innocence with A Plague's Tale Requiem. Oh, so you want to play Stardew? Stardew is a good game to play whenever you don't want to play something else. Yeah, I think that's gonna kind of be the thing because Stardew is just, from what I hear, a pretty relaxing experience. There's no real like big pressure for anything. So it's
locked all
kind
right.
of what I'm going for. Where's Sean? Ah, Sean's over there. And just to show you guys what Sean's like now that we've saved him.
Yes, Doctor?
Sean's pretty much the same. He still looks like hell, but he doesn't do anything. He's pretty much just acting normal.
It's not been that simple.
Giselle Paxton.
You again? What do you want?
I don't think I'm going to go for achievements. I think I'm just going to go for fun.
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well, thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Damn, that's sad.
Do you...
The place is all right, I suppose. The sad saint is still the same, except for that awful skin disease he recently got.
Well...
Skin disease. Okay. Okay. Thornton's stuff. Looks like we're just gonna have to do some running around and grabbing his posters. Okay. I don't know where he is. It wasn't me. Ickerball. Where is this fucker? Here he is. Oh, he's doing a heckin' sit.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton. I'm afraid your posters were destroyed.
It cost me good money to print those posters. Such a pity people don't take the vampire menace seriously.
Did you really think the posters would be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Tell me, Ichabod, why
There's
do
an
you
achievement
consider
for
yourself
like
the protector
playing a main
of
objective
Shorehampton
in a
Shelter?
game
He is
in
a
a
truly
year.
inspiring
In-game
example.
year. That's the
Dedicated,
only one I can
pious.
think of. That's not
The
too bad
shelter is
though. And if I really wanted to go for that, I could always start a new game and like have a plan. But I truly want to go into just Stardew completely blind, because I think that'd be the most fun. Okay. So that is everything done. So now we gotta head back towards Pembroke Hospital. Okay. We're gonna do the harder they fall. That way we can, no. We have to go to the morgue, so that'll put us down in the morgue anyway. Nice. Oh, okay. Go. Oh, wait. I might have to grab that other Coke that I got. I got 2 Mexican Cokes from Chipotle because I was just like, I'm out of soda at my house. I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow. And I was like, God dang it, I'm out of soda here.
We don't need no wars to worry us.
Doing Coke midstream. Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Great. Man, now if I only had more artists that watched me, because now they just drew my fucking dog boy just snorting a line.
There's one of those vermin! Die, vermin! You leeches!
I'm not vermin. Do I look like a mouse? Do I look like a rat? Ow, fuckers. Doing a... Wow, Brandon, you were real fast to make a joke on that. Also, I don't know how good doing a line off Pex would be. I don't know. If you flex them, they'll probably be hard as rocks. Probably easy to do it off that. Why am I debating that? Shut up! God damn it! So since we're here, we have to go to the basement, so... doing a line. Where could the club be?
It's locked, all right.
Trying to remember where the club even was. It's in a chest. Okay.
Tippett hasn't.
It's not
It's
this,
locked,
because this is
all right.
locked. Excuse me, sorry. Oh. Oh. Get off. Thank you. Google doesn't. It's fine. I can find it. It's just gonna take a little bit. I bet it's in this room. Oh. Nope. Damn it. I want that club. Oh, by the way, I did forget to specify this as well. So Jonathan actually can do this now too. So we actually got the third things of medication, and you guys won't believe where this fucking was. You don't get it from a mission like you do with the first one and the second one. You have to find the third one, and it's in a crater outside of the cemetery in Whitechapel, and you can easily overlook it. And I was just like, oh my god, I hate everything. Okay. Now we're just on the personal hunt for that club. It could just be on another level, but let's look. Yeah, it could be just on a different level. Ergo timing. Oh, is that it? Nope. Nope. up, guys? Nope. I might have to search up a video. Bye, boys. Okay. Box of pills. No, I haven't found it yet. I might have to look up a video. I want to make sure. I know I didn't accidentally pick it up or anything. No. Yeah. We don't have it. Damn. Okay, let's just see. Oh, what's up, bro? I didn't even see you. Okay. Frick. Give me a second. I'm using, let's see, bludgeon, hacksaw. I'm using the barbed grudgel. Yeah, but I don't think that's it. Shite. Used bludgeon. Yeah. Common parallel is a common mace. Don't have a common mace. Two-handed. Found in the Sewer Skull domain hideout where you meet old Bridget and Harriet. I think that's the thing I'm looking for. Okay. Shit. That means you gotta go all the way back to... Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we gotta go back to the Sewer Skulls. That's fine though. What the?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Tell me what Doctor...
If I had...
You can't...
Look around...
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake?
Touche. Oh yeah! Okay, hold on. I need to search for something. I know, but I don't want to kill Tippets. Barker. Ooh, do we get the new outfit? Does Jonathan get his bowler's hat? Hell yeah! That's cool. Okay. Where is Tibbets?
Good evening.
Doctor,
Kokorin, I want you... Who want...
I...
What?
I don't think you can do will swords. Closest you could get is that
You did I...
Good.
closest thing that I think you can get is technically like having the I guess that is true though. I do have the other gun. Okay, let's run back to Sean, and we're just gonna go in through his way. So let's see this. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I love the sounds too. I love having a sword. I feel like so many things you have in this game are more like blunt damage. Okay. And go. Woo! Okay. Let me in. Let me in. It would be cool if there is a dual-wield sword in this game, but I am unaware. Yeah, but I still think for what I've done, I've been doing pretty good about not having to kill any people so we can get the better ending. Because, yeah, like, when I said that, like, you do get stupid fucking powerful, like, in many ways, but... I'm trying to get that good ending, but that good ending does come with a lot of sacrifices. I'm thinking after this, honestly, I think I'm just gonna go talk to Lady Ashbury and then we start doing some shit for the actual new stuff in the West End. Because I don't want to do the stuff at Pembroke right now. Okay. Is this it? Nope. Harriet's room. No. Is it that down there? Nope. There's Bridget. Common handle part. Where are the balls? Damn, man.
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
He's got it bad. He's just crying. Is it this? Is it in here? Ah. Oh my god! Fuck! Ah! That took so long. Yes, wait. Add 3 stun points when the weapon hits. Increase damage. I just want damage. The stamina breaking is really nice, but yeah, no. Okay. Alright. Everyone, I promise, now we are going to head back up and we are going to run to Lady Ashbury's as fast as we can. We are going to skip through the audio just because we've done everything. Again, if you want to see like all the stuff that pertains to what Lady Ashbury is going to talk to us about, just watch the end of the last stream. It was like literally the last thing we did. So let's run there. But anything anyone wants to talk about while I run there, because it's going to take a few minutes. Really surprised this game doesn't have fast travel. Yeah, like the world's not big enough to where it's like super annoying, but it is annoying enough to when you're trying to get a lot of shit that you want to do out of the way, or like certain areas only have certain things that you can get, that you have to go all the way there, then all the way back, and it's tedious. Okay. Stupid wolf. Nice. Okay. Not the way I want to go. I want to go this way. I lost. I is lost. Right, this way. God freaking damn it. Will you ever make emotes? Well, oh, for like Twitch or something? I mean, totally. I wouldn't mind making emotes for Twitch. I'd have to figure out how to do them. But I could, if people recommend some. They're just gonna have to be like chat appropriate. I feel like I'm not clever enough right now to come up with any, but yeah, if anyone comes up with any that they think would be good, throw them my way, and I will gladly make some. I have to think, like, what would I make?
Over there!
Now you got me thinking.
Elite! Elite!
I'm on the roof. Oh, I forgot about this. God, he scared me again. I thought I would have remembered. Get out of my way. I got a lady I gotta talk to.
All these puppet shows.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Well, I'll say this game's got pretty good targeting. Wow. Damn, man's got hands. Think you gotta be partnered and have subs for emotes unless you use third-party program like Frankie. Yeah, I don't know the rules. I know I'm not a Twitch affiliate. It'd be cool if I got it. But I have a long way to go before I get there.
So this is where she lives.
Yeah.
What a splendid...
I'm gonna try to make this really fast. So.
There.
Okay. I was talking to my
must
cousin
say,
Christian
your house-
before I was streaming
So-
today, and it was like, it's like,
We
how like,
because
how long did it take
No.
me to get through this? It was like 2 hours. Jonathan, you look kind of funny with the
They-
Polish hat, I'm not gonna lie.
own
But it's like when you do this, when you don't have to talk to
I get
anyone,
you.
it
the
it makes the game go really
As the-
fast. But still, the running
powerful.
around was the most like annoying part.
look own look
If,
thanks
is,
yeah.
I'm just trying to do this because
I-
I don't know if any of this text will aid towards
What
the
the
Ascalon Club, so I
Pre-
just want to make sure Jonathan
I-
has in his brain.
Your
Thank-
I the
Wow, there was a
Maybe-
lot of stuff from last
Eve-
night. I don't remember any of it.
and I
Will I-
no
would,
no
but
I shall as
Holy tits,
you
there was
send
a
it?
lot.
thank you.
Professor
appreciate the
Exposition,
advice.
explainer of things.
I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
how thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to
There we
female-
go. Okay, now I can skip it. Okay. Y'all ready for the West End?
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club. I cannot enter.
Guess we're going the long way. Man, dude got double teamed. Stay still. Wow. That was efficient.
No, this one ain't on our list.
Well, that's one less anyway. It'll make McCullum happy.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
I can't go down and confront them. That's an area that's closed off to me. Okay.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Yeah, it looks like shit. Ah, we're now getting into the ladies that have poison. They're like, what are they called? Like, spewers or whatever? From, like, Half-Life? Or not, is it Half-Life? Half-Life 2? Is that the 4-player, like, zombie hunting game? I always forget. Or is that Left 4 Dead? I think that's Left 4 Dead. God, I'm bad at old video games, man. Shit, ignore me.
Are you from Ascalon? I don't care!
I ate a zebra cake today, and man, that tastes so artificial. As a kid, I loved them. Now they're crap. Yeah, no, zebra cakes. Ugh, that makes me have heartburn just thinking about it. Ooh, fuck me, he got me. God, he's so fast. I was being a little sloppy. Take two. Take two. Oh, jeez, I forgot. They, like, explode when they die. Okay, let's try this again.
You London vampires are so weak!
Who the fuck are you? I'm using some grade A cheese here. 10 seconds and then I can use that piercing ult again. Yeah, I did. It's just... he's really tough. This guy's one of the hardest, like, vampires in the game to fight. Hold on.
Stupid newborn!
Get bent. Ugh. You're fine, dude. I got him.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful. He's as vicious as he is strong.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. What happened here?
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude, Dr. Reed, since it is the most precious thing I possess.
Cool.
Goodbye.
So now he'll go back to Whitechapel. Not Whitechapel. God, my mind's stuck in Whitechapel. I had to spend so much fucking time there. He'll go back to the West End's like main area. Speaking of which, how do we get to the main road? I'm gonna assume go back this way, then this way. Certainly not.
Crack the leech, boys!
Nope, nope, I'm not dealing with a gun, dude. Nope.
There's one of them.
Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Give me your blood. Dead. The West End. Stable.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Here we go.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Wow.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
I know, it really does look like an RE mansion. In earnest, it's probably the same style.
Good evening. We will held the intriguers for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is immortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate
hazing rituals. It's like a frat club.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours. Sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Oh, with his own blood? Ew.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Scroogey looking ass, yeah.
Vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right. The super duper powerful dude.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first
No one
place.
wants to. I don't think you need. You are supposed to, I think, charm him into
so
dying.
You asked for membership.
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
I guess, because he's not a vampire. He's like a double agent old man.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
Complete isolation has proven effective throughout history, but the death toll has always been a high one.
I am glad you understand the concept of necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Listen, I was trying to not say anything about what you just said, but then I was like, oh no, he's literally gonna talk about building a wall, and I just crumbled. Too topical, too topical. Sorry. I didn't know.
Time to clean up the mess inside the club.
That went well, did it not?
Oh, fuck,
it is
that's
always
so
useful
funny.
to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
This reminds me of the short story Red Death by Edgar Allan Poe. Basically, rich people isolate themselves on an island estate, away from the infected people, but in the end, they all end up getting infected and dying. Well, yeah, because it's one of those things, too, where, like, you can have someone who's probably going to get sick, like, super fast and show a lot of symptoms, but then you also have, like, a lot of people, like, just with COVID recently. Just because you're asymptomatic to everything, that also doesn't mean that there's a gestation period in your body in which, like, again, I don't know everything. This is just based off assumption. People, I am not a doctor. But it's like, just because someone's not showing the signs and just because you're rich and you think you haven't been touched because you're rich, you're still a human. And your body doesn't care what the fuck you do on the outside in your finances. It's going to show, like, it's going to show like that, and that's a very interesting thing, because yeah, they just probably didn't isolate themselves long enough or fast enough. Somebody had it, and then it just spread, and while they all probably thought that they were safe, they ended up all getting sick in the end.
All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as
Yeah,
you
but you're gonna
reveal
take an art
nothing
break
of the
and
club's
eat.
inner
Okay.
workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
You were spying on me?
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod, all muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed, ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him?
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Damn straight.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Skulls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
Skulls are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new Skulls who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens. But they must be put down nevertheless.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Okay. So, our biggest goal now, because we have Aloysius Dawson, the thing that's going to be kind of hard with him is I remember he is the person that is the most extremely annoying to find everything, because you basically need to do a lot in the West End to be able to get like Mr. Dawson to basically bite the dust, to die.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Women of all...
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also...
Oh yeah, does my bleeding red eyes do that?
Innocent young Econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte. What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Okay. This might be a little too topical, so I'm sorry if this does start a whole tangent spin-off for this episode. So, what she just said, where she said there's too much, like, individualism. What did she say verbatim?
Is this
too much
selfishness and individualism? So, I was gonna talk about this. I was gonna spare this until we got, like, you know, until my podcast came out and everything, because I was gonna plan for that to come out later this month. Ricky and I are gonna be recording it tomorrow, but I guess you guys are gonna get a little bit of an individual, like, live take on this from me. So, I was talking with Ricky about this because, especially after COVID, and I think even before COVID, probably like once I got into college, there was a very, very massive shift to internet culture. Cancel culture was on the rise, and all eyes were on a lot of big figures. It was a parasocial relationship, and people were finding, like, old posts, old things people did, yada yada. We all know how cancel culture goes. Now, if you fast forward to modern day, where the world is slowly getting back out there, people are going back out into the world, and life is kind of where it was pre-COVID. There's a lot of things where it's like people are doing illegal acts for views. Like, there's the Kia and Hyundai boys that steal cars. There was that big thing going around where students were, like, vandalizing bathrooms and all this stuff. And now it even goes further, where you take that, right, and you have people that view things like that have happened, but then you shift it into real life. And this is where it gets into what I was talking with Ricky about, where I was like, you don't realize the desensitization that has happened to people when, like, Ricky and Brad, I think, witnessed a car accident. And instead of going to help them, instead of trying to make sure they were okay, it was the thing where Ricky said, I'm glad it wasn't me. And it was just like, Ricky just said, oh my God, that sucks, but then drove away. And I've had the same similar thing happen to me, where it's like, where I live, it's not uncommon to see car accidents or someone pulled over on the side of the road. But nowadays, you have so many people where it's like, if the cause and effect does not immediately affect you as a person or affect someone in your social circle, people just don't give a crap anymore about anyone else. And that's what kind of sucks. Because I remember, like, when I was a kid and I'd see something bad happen in real life, or when I was like, when I was a kid and I'd see, like, someone getting bullied, I would go up and, like, try to stop it, or, like, tell someone, even if I was a snitch. And it's just like, it's like nowadays there is so much of, like, only I matter. Honestly, for wait. Yeah, retype that. Hold on. I was just like, excuse me, what? But yeah, I do get, granted, she's saying this at a different time when, you know, there's war and famine and poverty, and there's this epidemic going on, let alone the stuff next to the vampire stuff. There is so much of a time where I wish that there were people that wanted to try to care for someone more than the individualisms or the politics or the money that separated everyone. Car accidents, you can't do much but call ambulance. You shouldn't move an injured. I mean, yeah, that's granted. I know that. But there definitely are like the moments where you're just like, can you, like, if you see something, like if you see a car accident happen, you should like pull over and investigate, call, make sure they're okay, make sure they're like not bleeding out. If they are bleeding out, make sure that there's some way that you can help them. Shit like that. Like, be a human and like actually check on them. But like, if you can't move them safely as an individual, leave them alone and let the paramedics do what they have to do. I 100% agree with that. But I think you get the picture I'm trying to say. There is a very, very big lack of empathy anymore. And there's this very rampant rise of, I want to break this person down that I don't like because I have this preconceived idea or parasocial relationship, like keyhole view on their life, and knock them down a peg. Or completely just ruin their life altogether, like the internet loves to do. So it's intense. But I agree that like the innocent and the ignorant part of me would want human beings to care for each other again. But me as an individual, that's not going to do much. But what I can do is at least treat the people who are around me that give back to me as much as I feel I give to them, and treat them kind. That's the best thing I think I can do.
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Ha ha ha.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her.
Oh my god.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Why 16? Oh, that's right, because I think in England, 16 is the 18 here in America.
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Oh god. Not equal rights here.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend.
Shut up.
And a suffragette, too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning.
I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother
Yes!
told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Huh.
Please, remember, whether you don't let any strangers come.
Oh, what's this? Oh, the Reed's mansion. Never mind. I'm reading your mind. I am on the same wavelength. Avery.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I
Jonathan
promised
just
your
starts
father
crying in a
I'd
corner.
Take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
Aw.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
My home is here, and I have nowhere else to go. But this house will need some improvements if I move here. Some radical changes.
That's good news. Whatever changes you have in mind, I'm sure we will find an arrangement that suits your mother also.
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir.
It's been
Miss Reed is very
84
fragile
years.
since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reed was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reed is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reed myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed
You can't enjoy the sun though.
that
That's
they
true,
can
Jonathan. It
only
would
accept
burn.
patients infected by influenza.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
I'm currently investigating sources of the epidemic in this part of town. Do you know anything useful?
Not really, except all the Macphersons' servants resigned a few days ago. They feared becoming infected, they said.
The Macphersons? Where do they live?
I think it's a rich house near the railway bridge in the southern part of the district.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course.
She might have,
but please return.
but they could have
as
been
soon as
dead
possible.
or turned into like skulls or whatever, or just too sick to go out. This is still like the Spanish flu, even if it's not vampire stuff. Cool room, Jonathan. Want to see? No. Damn. Okay. Oh wait. Common handle. God, them damn common handle parts. Where's Jonathan's mother? Oh, look, there she is.
Mother, good evening.
Jonathan! Is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
Oh gosh, her dementia.
Mother, do you know what's been going on in this area?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost? I hope you don't go outside alone.
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way back.
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once.
I know, what a horrible father.
And you were there too. And Mary? No, that can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
Tell me, Mother, how are you? All alone in this big house with only Avery to take care of you.
I'm sad most of the time. Sad that you have left me here alone. Sad that you don't tell me when you come or go.
I'm so sorry, Mother. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was coming home. I was home. London, the Thames. And then it happened.
What happened, Johnny?
I lost my way. Somewhere between the boat and the house, my life changed completely.
You should have told me, Johnny. I would have understood. You always were a secretive little boy.
Do you need anything, Mother? Can I help you?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan. Your room is ready. I asked Avery to make your bed.
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise. Do you need anything else?
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my subject, and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent technique. I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she is also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her into my home.
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son. A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
I know I have failed you since I returned.
Just says, oh, she's
I even
dead.
watched you bury Mary from a distance.
Our brain's mushy
From now
bananas.
on,
It's fine.
I will protect you. You have my word.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother? Am I still your son?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you. trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
But Mary really is dead.
She hitting hard.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson, and my son-in-law, you're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
God damn.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Oh, that kind of hurts a little bit. It is always just one of those things where, oh.
Your father and I have spoken about your fiancé, Mary. We believe he'll be an honorable husband for you. We'll set a date for the marriage then. That way, I'm sure one of my children will give me grandchildren. I understand your thirst for knowledge, Jonathan, and your father and I are proud of it. But you are not that young anymore, my son. When will I meet your soulmate? You can ascribe my romantic tendencies to my French origins if you want, Aubrey. But I'll never cease to believe in a match made in heaven, my beloved.
Yeah, she's
I really wish you could meet her, Mother. You would love her. It's locked, all right.
Damn, she is really just gone. Let's see, does she say anything else?
Hello.
Jonathan.
Oh, we've seen that.
Do you really see Mary and Father? Do you also see me as one of the dead?
Yes. For many years, it was just a game. Since your father left us without a word, I took to the habit of speaking to him.
Yes, I remember. I sometimes spied on you and listened to you talking with Father in the garden. It made me so angry then. But it was just a game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. But since then, my poor dead Mary visited me in my room. She led me to her grave, and there you were. I now know the dead can haunt us.
Should I leave you alone? Just ask, and I swear you'll never hear from me again.
Oh, no, Johnny. You're always welcome in this house. And one day, when I finally die, we'll all be together again, just as Mary promised us.
I'm so sorry. You did not deserve to endure this. Mary should never have done this to you.
That's true, my son. But you know what the worst part is? I liked it when Mary spoke in my head. Now she is silent, and it makes me so sad.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
God, that sucks. That is gonna be one of those things where it's like, man, I would never. Like, if I ever got to the point where it's like my brain just goes, I don't know what I would think.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died.
I'm London's lone gourmet.
London's lone gourmet? What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
Oh, requires a hint.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
Are you that blind? I've seen hundreds of victims piled up in this city each week.
Mr. Reed, please. Why are you so angry? I did not mean anything by it.
Oh well.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
Like stoners.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain
je ne sais quoi
of its own.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
Wow, brave man.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand?
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell.
Whew. Okay. Well, it is going on 10:30 here, and we're almost nearing 2.5 hours. So I honestly think that I might stop here. One, because I feel like we're gonna probably have like what I would call an exposition chapter after like all this, because we're gonna have to talk to like all of these people. We're probably gonna run into them. So I'm gonna take care of that, and then I don't know. I think after we talk to everyone, we might work on the local investigations after we talk to a lot of people. And then, you know, we'll investigate the like 2 houses. And yeah, I think that will probably be like the beginning mission for next episode. I earnestly might try to just do these in my own time. These 3. Pembroke Hospital ones, since we've already seen them from our earlier streams, and that way you guys don't have to see me running around like a chicken with my head cut off just trying to get these done. So yeah, I think next episode, which I'm going to be streaming Friday, and I'll have to see. The issue is I'll have family around. We're doing all the dumb voting and everything early, so they'll probably be around. I don't know if they're going to be around all weekend. I will see. I'll have to play it by ear, yada yada. But yes, if everything goes the way that I want, I will be streaming Friday night at 8 p.m. And I will be continuing with Vampyr. We are definitely nearing the end though, because now that we are in the West End, we are going to rapidly get to the point where we are going to be how would I say? We're going to rapidly be approaching the end, probably within like the next 4 or 5 streams. And then we'll be starting Stardew Valley, and we'll be playing that probably until Christian starts streaming. Because once Christian starts streaming, we're probably going to play Chain together. And then somewhere in that or after that, then it's going to be picking up and doing a Plague's Tales Innocence. So, yeah. But anyway, I hope that you all have a fantastic part of your Sunday night, and I hope you guys also have a great Sunday. And I will talk with you all next weekend. See you guys later.